The final exotic I needed to finish my collection was the Hunter exotic boots, the Stompees. Before I even knew what these boots did, I was interested in them simply by the name. The Stompees have a similar theme to the D1 exotic boots, the Frosties, which was my absolute favourite Hunter exotic in Destiny. Just quickly, the D1 Frosties granted you increased melee and grenade charge energy while you were sprinting, and gave you a tighter turn radius. The amount of energy you got back from sprinting was very sizable, so much so that you could literally half your cooldown time on your abilities from doing something as easy as sprinting. With the power of lockdown and the infamous wombo combo, the Frosties were a dynamic and devastating exotic at times. So seeing a new exotic in D2 with similarities, I was keen to see what these boots did. The exotic perk on the D2 Stompees, being hydraulic boosters, increases your sprint speed, your slide distance, and improves your double jump. Getting 3 additional buffs to your mobility sounds interesting, particularly in the Crucible, so let's see what the Stompees can actually do. So just by doing a simple comparison, you clearly run faster when you're wearing the Stompees. Also you can physically see a much longer slide distance, and a strong increase to the height of your jump. With the Stompees, we are able to run faster, jump higher, and slide further, all pointing towards a solid mobility build. Before we figure out a place to use the Stompees, let's finalise the build. The base mod on the Stompees is a self-repairing mod, and you should absolutely keep this mod on since hunters need all the recovery they can get. Since the mobility aspects of the Stompees are subclass neutral, you are open to using any subclass. For me, there was a specific build that I found to work best with the Stompees, that being the Way of the Wind skill tree in Arc Strider. The idea I was going for was to completely maximise my agility and evasion capabilities, so the Way of the Wind really plays into that. Focused breathing will give you your dodge charge back for sprinting, and will further increase your sprint speed. Lightning reflexes makes you harder to kill while dodging, which you should be able to do often, since focused breathing is giving you your dodge back quickly. Also, since you are moving around in an aggressive nature, you are going to take damage playing this way, so the combat meditation perk will further reward you with grenade and melee energy when you're injured. The jump type and dodge will also have relevance with an agility build, but I would recommend going with strafe jump and gambler's dodge, mostly because you can really feel a boost to your jump with strafe jump. As for weapons to use with this build, I really like to go all in with this speed centric build, so the Quick Fang sword was my preferred choice. Places to use this? We'll start with PvE. Having mobility in PvE activities is always nice to have, but it is by no means a necessity. I personally would always value resilience and recovery over mobility in raids or strikes, but given just how fast you can move with this build, how quickly you can close gaps between enemies, and spring over objects you normally wouldn't have been able to, the Stompees do have a place in some PvE activities. Specific places I would recommend would include strikes and the gauntlet fight in the Leviathan raid. Having high speed while running the psionic charge is very handy, and in strikes, you'll probably be able to run past most enemies, who'll be struggling to keep up with you. So to summarise the Stompees in PvE, they are fun, useful at times, but probably not the best exotic to use full time. In DPS encounters like boss fights, the Stompees aren't really doing anything for you, but when you're on the move, the Stompees are great. The other place, and I'd say the far better place to use the Stompees, is in PvP. Moving quickly in the Crucible will make you a harder target to hit, and some of the maneuvers the Stompees can provide you will have your enemies very confused. I was just messing around with the Stompees and Quick Fang in the Crucible to get some footage, and the amount of times I was able to slide, dodge, jump long distances, and close gaps between my opponents, all thanks to the Stompees, was impressive. If you're able to get power ammo, using Quick Fang will make this speed build even faster, since most enemies simply won't be able to outrun you, and you can evade at such lightning speeds your enemies are going to have a very hard time hitting you. So would I recommend the Stompees in the Crucible? Absolutely yes. Roll with Way of the Wind in the Arc Strider skill tree, and you will be a nightmare to play against. So what do you guys think of the Stompees? Do you value mobility over the other traits? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, guys.